7 Golden Rules of Becoming a Millionaire. Wondering how to become a millionaire? It may sound impossible to some people, but it doesn't have to be an out-of-reach pipe dream. With careful planning, patience, and smart savings, you can easily make $1 million by the time you retire. Before starting, please support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. You don't need a six-figure job or family money to become a millionaire. Instead, you need to start saving early and be mindful of every dollar you spend. Here are some tips for building that million you need to retire in style or to retire early. Number 7. Save some of your income for a rainy day. If you've lived on this planet for any considerable number of years, you know that bad stuff happens. Not only that, sometimes several bad things happen all at the same time. That's why I recommend that you save some of your income for a rainy day. Medical emergencies can last years. Trees go through roofs, jobs can be lost. Don't get caught without an emergency fund. What does this have to do with becoming a millionaire? I'll tell you. If you have an emergency and don't have some liquid cash saved up in a savings account like one from Capital One 360, you're likely to either go into debt or borrow from family members. Don't be the guy that owes his parents, don't be the couple that drowns in debt. Think of debt as the polar opposite of investing. Instead of you investing in companies, companies are investing in you, looking to make as much profit as possible by pulling it out of your wallet. It's bad news, people. According to many experts, you should have around 3 to 6 months of expenses in your emergency fund, in bad times. Number 6. Don't believe in discouraging people. As soon as you accept that you're not going to become a millionaire, you probably won't. You'll settle for the ordinary. Your beliefs about your future matter a whole lot, and will in part help determine your future. After all, your beliefs affect your actions, and your actions affect your outcomes. When you listen to discouraging people, you're letting them accomplish their goal, to drag you down and ensure you don't surpass their success. No good. Instead, I suggest you prove them wrong, but be humble about it. Your results will speak louder than your words, I promise you. Number 5. Start investing. Millionaires many times become millionaires, and stay millionaires, because they invest. The good news? It's pretty simple. Betterment is a great place to start when you're new to investing. They believe that investing doesn't have to be complicated and that if more people had an easier way to do so, they would. With Betterment, you only have 3 decisions to make: how much money to invest, how often you want to invest it, and how you want your asset allocation to look between stocks and bonds. There are other ways to start investing, too. For example, personal capital can help you manage your investment accounts as you get more sophisticated. Here's my point: you don't have to be a rocket scientist to start investing. Just start somewhere. It's okay if you don't have a lot of money to invest right away. Number 4. Learn to budget. Here's a tip from one of the financial greats, a millionaire, to say the least. If you don't budget, I promise you'll lose money to overspending. Want to make yourself sick? Count up how much you're spending on eating out, clothing, gadgets, and other delights, and write it down. Then, start budgeting. After a year, look at how much you're spending and compare it with your initial count. Try not to lose your lunch. A hugely important part of budgeting is ensuring you're spending less than you're making. And the only way to do that, friends, is to track everything. If you're not a spreadsheets kind of person, that's okay, just make sure you have some help. Number 3. Build something new that you would love. You can read book after book about how to research what your customers will love, and by the time you deliver it, they'll already be bored with it. If you're the entrepreneurial type, make sure to work on projects you can get excited about. Chances are if you create something that you'd use and love, others will too. Millionaires understand that some of the best ideas don't come out of costly research, they come out of a passion for making the world a better place. Also, remember to experiment, have fun. Some of my best ideas come out of experimentation. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, recently explained in an interview with Charlie Rose that it's more difficult to edit than it is to create something entirely new. But I've learned that sometimes creating something new can be the best way forward to becoming a millionaire. Number 2. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Everyone makes mistakes, we all do. And believe me, we all have made some pitiful mistakes. Would you get suckered into 2 multi-level companies that go nowhere? Would you throw $8,000 into an online business venture only to lose it all? Those are just a couple of several investment mistakes people have made with your money. Mistakes are difficult to swallow. I think our first gut reaction as human beings to the realization we messed up is to shift blame to others or circumstances. The very best way forward is to admit we fumbled the ball. Are you willing to admit when you make mistakes? Some people, when faced with their inadequacies, beat themselves up. And you know what that does? It paralyzes them from making the decisions they need to make to achieve success. Number 1. Work smarter and harder than your competition. Identify your competition. How hard are they working? What are some differentiators you can bring to your workplace or market? Start by working smarter. There's no use in working harder if your work isn't effective at producing income. You'll be spinning your wheels. There's no sense in selling ice cream cones on your front lawn in the dead of winter. Instead, set up a booth at the park in the sizzling summertime. You get the idea. Simple, common sense changes can greatly improve your effectiveness. Work harder than others is willing. We've all seen the guy or gal at the office who works harder than anyone else. Maybe they're a little nerdy or a little too interested in their job, or are they? Maybe they're onto something. After all, aren't they the ones getting the promotions? Do not be afraid of hard work. Not only will your boss feel better about what you're doing for them, you will too. Let us know what you think about the list in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.